Fucking cup of coffee for my life. What's up? Welcome to Going Forward on Fourth, episode 31. My name is Eric. He hate me 702, and my buddy over here is
Jeremy with a G.
And today we're going to talk about a couple topics. We're going to give you our week 8 picks. We both did good in week 7 last week. We're going to talk about the trade to the Chiefs, the giant receiver I did not know was coming, not who I thought. We're going to talk about the Raiders pulling out that victory last week and talk about their upcoming game against the Saints. And we're going to talk about Brady. Brady is actually human. Just to let y'all know, in case y'all didn't know, he is a human person. I'm going to go on a little rant real quick. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm so fucking tired of these voting ads. I don't have cable. I've been watching them on YouTube. They are so fucking disrespectful to every single race, and somehow I don't understand how motherfuckers are saying they're not. In Nevada, we have this one with a Hispanic guy. I'm 90% sure he is a Hispanic gay guy. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. And if it was like every single stereotype, every bad stereotype, the words he says. We have this one lady, and they're like, oh, she stands up for justice. We need to revote her. And every video, it's a white lady, blonde, blue-eyed white lady, okay? Every single time they show her with other people, there's a Mexican and a black person there. I get what y'all doing. I'm happy to see us included, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, why don't we be real? Why don't we stop lying about this shit? I have never seen that many black or Mexican lawyers in this fucking city, and I live here. So I don't know what the fuck. In Nevada, what the fuck are you talking about? In Elko, there's none. Okay? So voting, I saw one that looked like it came out of 1950. I'm not even playing. It was literally like fuzzy and grainy, and they were walking in the park holding hands, and it had a number come up. Yeah, so fuck that. Yeah, so can we stop with these horrible ass voting ads? Can we just get to what we need to get to? And I'm tired of the cast and this person did this. Can we just tell you what the fuck you're gonna do for the damn state or country, whatever the fuck you're gonna do? I want to hear your plans. I want to hear how long you get elected. I want to hear that long of a strategy. Okay, you ask us what's our 5-year plan. I want to know what the fuck your election plan is. I don't want to know Governor Sisolak shut down the country. Joe Lombardi is tight with the cops. That doesn't tell me shit. So can we, as a society, get together and say we need some better voting commercials? They look too much like car commercials. Okay,
all these people that talk about saving the environment. Look, I come home every day this motherfucking week, and my mailbox is packed with paper fucking ads.
Let's get. And I'm so tired of motherfuckers putting shit on my. Dude, I'm telling you, people when they knock on my door to vote, they know I'm mad. I answer the door like they Jehovah's Witnesses. What?
I don't even answer the door.
Is so-and-so here? What do y'all want? Do you know who we're voting for? No, get the fuck off my doorstep. Because it happens every fucking other day.
Yeah.
And I used to do that. Yeah, it's so bad. So bad. Okay, let's get into the damn show. We're not trying to get political. Just get the fucking, just get the commercials better, okay? All right, we're going to start it off with the topic of the Raiders winning. Raiders won last week, and Jeremy was scared about this game. Davis Mills tried to put together a good game. He gave me some good points in fantasy league. I'm not gonna lie, I still got my ass whooped.
And I tried to trade you for Davis Mills, but you didn't fucking respond.
Oh, I didn't even see that. You got to text me. I thought you wanted Josh Allen.
Look, I'll take anybody at this point. I fucking lost Matt Ryan.
You and Dak.
Look, I would take anybody that gives me any kind of
I'll look at your roster.
I'm in first place.
I'm about to lose
it because of fucking Matt Ryan.
I'll look at your roster, give you a trade, and then you counter offer, and we'll go back and forth and see like that. So I don't give a fuck. I'm losing. My season's over. I have no chance of winning this season. So yeah. So Raiders won, pull out a good victory. They play this week of Saints. So I mean, they have this schedule that we were talking about where this is the games that they should all win. We were watching the games together, and at some point in time, you wanted to fucking kill me. Y'all were up by 2 fucking scores, and I'm like, game's over. You're like, shut the fuck up. So why don't you walk us through?
All last season, every time you said game's over when there's still time on the clock, the Raiders fucking found a way to motherfucking lose.
Okay, so why don't you walk us through your whatever you can remember about the game? Why don't you walk us through what you thought were the good and the bads of the game?
I can't remember much.
Okay, so if we pull,
Look, I mean,
and I'm the fucking pothead. Okay, I'm the pothead. Now
I got shot and fell off a roof.
All right, so if we're looking at stats, Davis Mills
Look,
at
I bet you if I could smoke weed, I'd remember.
Davis Mills at 302. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That 1 interception was the pick 6. You guys gave up 100 yards of rushing. So based off of that, what do you think about your defense in that scenario? You guys won 38-20, but you only had 1 turnover. So is that sustainable? Where your defense gives up that many fucking yards?
No, it's not. Look, we have a bottom tier defense. I was talking to you about it last week.
Yep.
We're ranked the highest we're ranked in any stat on defense is 26. I think we're 26, 28, 29, 30, 31st.
Okay.
In stat ranks. So Patrick Graham's, who was it that came out? Somebody came out and said that Patrick Graham's defense isn't easy.
So you're saying basically as the season goes on, they might get better. They have to learn it and get comfortable.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
But I mean, we're what, 8 weeks into it now? 7 weeks into it.
I mean, coming from the Chiefs last year when our defense was horrible and Steve Spagnuolo's is one of those defenses, it changed after like 9 weeks. Okay, but your run game. Josh Jacobs, 20 runs, 143 yards.
Look, we were calling for it all the first 3 weeks. We were calling for them to feed Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Jacobs is pissed off because they didn't pick up his 5th-year option.
Yep.
So he's playing to show them you should have picked up the 5th-year option because now it's going to fucking cost you.
Yep.
So I'm not surprised about what Jacobs is doing. I am surprised, though, that Zamir White, when he's on the field, doesn't make any kind of impact whatsoever.
Well, he had, I see that. He had 1 rush for 2 yards and he had no receptions.
I'm worried about that. But, I mean, he's a rookie, so.
Okay.
But, I mean, he sits behind Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. And, I mean, looking at the stats and remembering the game, Josh Jacobs was running all over their motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
You guys ran technically for 24 rushes, and 27 pass attempts. So a well-balanced offensive game plan right there. But, I mean, with that type of a balance of an offense, do you want more time of possession? Because it was 30-29.
I mean, I'd want more time of possession, but look, I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
I mean, this wasn't a defensive game at all. 1 sack was allowed. There was 2 sacks allowed total, 3 punts the whole game, and 1 turnover.
Yeah, I mean, I think the offense is finally catching on to McDaniel's offense, to his offensive scheme and whatnot. I think they're finally coming together and figuring it out. But I mean, I'd always like more time of possession.
Yeah, of course.
Run down like even a 38-20 win. Yeah, I'm happy that we won, but there's a lot of 3 and outs and
yeah. Okay, so let's move on to this week. You got the Raiders and you got the Saints. You playing in New Orleans.
Look, I'm hoping the Raiders go into this game fucking pissed.
Okay, why?
Because of Alvin Kamara.
What did he do? Oh, because of what he did?
Yeah, he said, no, not what he did during the Pro Bowl. What he said, we're going to play this game for Dennis Allen. We're going to whoop their ass.
All I know is that Alvin Kamara might have his best game of the season.
I doubt it.
But
I think he's gonna get shut down quick.
So you're feeling confident about this game. This is unusual journey.
Look, I'm not confident about the game. I'm confident about Alvin Kamara getting shut down.
You just said one of the worst defenses in the league is going to shut down one of the most dangerous running backs.
But he's not. What's he done all season?
Isn't let's see. Let's see what he's done all season. He has done shit. God damn. Oh. Yeah, he hasn't even scored a touchdown. So you know what that means? He's due. I mean, realistically, you guys gave up 92 yards and a touchdown to Dameon Pierce. So, and you were the one that just said your defense was fucking horrible. So when you say they're going to shut down Alvin Kamara, and that's basically most of the entire Saints offense, Kansas, I need you to chill your motherfucking ass out. That's most of the Saints offense. Or I would think in this scenario, that would be a lot of the Saints offense because it's not really most of the Saints offense. Andy Dalton started. Let's see. Alvin Kamara didn't do shit. He had 7 receptions for 56 yards and 11 rushes for 49. So he had just over 100 yards in production. So, I mean, what I'm just saying is that's a confident Jerby. I don't think I've ever heard you say they're going to shut that motherfucker down after you just said they was one of the worst defenses.
Yeah, but.
So they playing, you saying they come in legitly mad. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So so in this scenario, you're going to win this game.
Oh, I always pick the Raiders to win the game.
I know, but I mean, confidently, you got to think that if you're going to shut down Alvin Kamara, they got Andy fucking Dalton at quarterback. What they going to do?
I'm not worried about Andy Dalton being a quarterback with.
So you are actually confident in this motherfucking game.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with it.
I'm confident, but I'm worried.
I'm with it. I mean, they did just put up 34 points. I mean, I'm with it. Because if you look at the thing, the only thing I would say is they are literally in every fucking game. So, like, that's the only thing. When you look at their losses, they won 27-26. They lost 20-10. They lost 22-14. They lost 28-25. They won 39-32. They lost 30-26, 42-34. So realistically, they are losing by one score besides to the Bucs. So you know this is going to be a good damn game. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a good game.
Okay. So just to let you know,
I think the Raiders defense is coming for Alvin Kamara.
I know you're hosting that game, chat hosting, and I don't know if you've looked at it yet, but I did join to host the Saints just to talk mess to you during the game.
Because there was no host again?
There's no Chiefs game this year. Yep, and there was no host game. So there's no.
You mean this week?
Yeah,
there's no Chiefs game this year.
This week, I mean, the Chiefs games are on a bye. They're on a bye.
Hey, so I'll take it. I'll take no Chiefs game this year.
So I had nobody to host. So I was scrolling down to see it, and I saw Saints versus the Raiders. I'm like, this is gonna be a good game. Let's go. I haven't put it in the chat. I'm like, I just requested to host the Saints just so I could talk shit to my podcast partner during the game. So, all right, we'll segue into that because the Chiefs are on a bye week. Make sure if you guys like this content, you like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. You know, whatever. We're not normal YouTubers, so we're not going to tell you that most of our people are unsubscribed. Not going to bullshit like that. Kadarius Toney to the Chiefs. So let's be 100% honest. When I woke up, because I was in Mississippi, I woke up or went to bed. I don't remember what day it was, and I heard Mahomes is happy with his new receiver. I was like, how the fuck did I not get this news? I assumed it was OBJ. And the way they said it was like ex-Giants receiver. I didn't think Travis Kelce was restructuring his contract for fucking Kadarius Toney. I'm not.
Look, you know how much I like Kadarius Toney. Look, I think the last several years I've taken him in every fucking single draft for fantasy, other than this year. But I think Kadarius Toney is going to do wonders for the Chiefs.
I'm completely opposite.
Look, I would tell you right now, it's an upgrade to your wide receiver core over Sky Moore.
Okay.
I would take Kadarius Toney over Sky Moore right now.
outside of his 2 drop punt returns, that's the only problem you have with Sky Moore. As a receiver, he is not amazing, but he's still a rookie. So he's still learning. Like, he's played in 8 games. So 2 drop punts, yeah, motherfucking Sky, hold on to the ball. But at the same time, as a receiving core, this ain't gonna upgrade shit. Go get fucking OBJ. So fucking tired of this shit. Like, go get a fucking receiver.
They did.
No, you went and got a fucking project. The dude's literally, like, he started what, 6 games? He was a high draft pick for the Giants, who have nobody, and they still
They
don't
also
play.
have Daniel Jones.
I don't give 2 motherfucking fucks. Okay, you gotta be. If you can't start on the Giants' fucking receiving core, how the fuck is you gonna be an upgrade? We consistently do this. It's a project. It's a project. It's a project. Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins was a beast, right? But everybody forgets that motherfucker was shitty in Buffalo because he couldn't stay fucking healthy. He hasn't been healthy since then. Look at this. He had 1 good season with the Chiefs. Hey. And we happened to win the Super Bowl. So I'm tired of these motherfucking projects. Go get OBJ. That's not going to fix our receiving core. Get another. So, okay, we got Mikolo. We got Sky. MVS is starting to do decent things. Juju. And fucking Kadarius Tony. So we got 5 projects besides Juju because Juju's a fucking regression. 4 fucking project receivers. 4. I want to hear this shit. Go get a fucking weapon. You literally, and again, I was the one talking shit. I was the one completely talking shit about Tyreek Hill. Oh, Tyreek Hill, fuck you. It's going to be, and there are certain games where I literally understand it because I got spoiled with having that amount of weapons. So when he left, I was like, fuck you. Let's see what happens when you get to an average ass quarterback. Forgetting that great receivers make average ass quarterbacks fucking much better. The Bills game is where we were missing that. We're not missing another fucking project. We have Mikolo. If Mikolo can turn his ass into something better and track the ball while keeping his speed, we're good. Then you have Travis, Mikolo, and Juju. Juju's now just the slot guy. Juju's taking the pressure off. He's hitting his nice little passes. He can be trusted to move the chains. But having another fucking, we need a playmaker. And there is nothing that he has approved is going to be a playmaker. Motherfucker, you're going to trade it for Robbie Anderson. And that's my issue. We don't need another project. We need an established receiver. God damn, I look skinny as shit. And I ate like a motherfucker. We need an established receiver. We need a playmaker. That's what we lost. We lost. And when you saw it against the Bills, we did not have a playmaker. You saw it against the Colts. We did not have that one guy that you have to account for. So, is it going to be okay? Yes. Is he going to show up and make some great plays? Yes. But is he overall going to be a game changer? Maybe in 2 to 3 years. I mean, if you look at it realistically, if Mikolo, Sky, and now Kadarius Toney can progress nicely, by the time we get to 4 when Kelsey's on his downslide, we literally have 3 good receivers. And
when did Tyreek Hill go from being a punt return and kick returner to a receiver?
When he got Patrick Mahomes, when he got a quarterback that could do the same things that he could do. A quarterback needs to be able to match a receiver. So you can have an average receiver that can put up points and be good in a kick returner. But when you have a quarterback that has the ability to unlock their plays, like having a speedster receiver that can outrun everybody, but having a quarterback that cannot outthrow him doesn't hurt. Is it great? So like when he had Alex Smith and he started progressing to a receiver with Alex Smith and his route running got better, he was okay. But Alex Smith did not have the arm strength or the placement for deep accuracy to be able to put it in the places that he needed it. So once he got Mahomes and they mirrored each other, they made each other better. He took the fuck off. Do you see what I'm saying? So like they like to say he has six Pro Bowls, but literally 2 of those are from him being a kick returner. I think all 4 of them were with Mahomes. 18, 19, 20, and 21. Do you see what I'm saying? So yes, I can kind of see that. I can definitely see how bringing in Kadarius Toney can unlock him. But we're forgetting that Tyreek Hill, by the time he got to Mahomes, had played 3 to 4 years in the fucking league. Kadarius Toney is on year 2. So where Mikalo should be is where Tyreek Hill was. Mikalo and Tyreek are on a very similar path when they were used very sparingly, but were kick returners and punt returners. And then 3, 4, they start progressing towards receivers. We have a rookie and basically another fucking rookie. Because I don't give a fuck what you say. Kadarius Toney was a fucking rookie. He had 57 targets and 39 receptions. He started 4 games, played in 10. He's only played in 2 games this season. He has 3 targets. On a team that has a great running game, that is winning with no fucking receivers. So I can see future building. I get it. We have Kelsey. If Sky or Toney or even Mikalo can fucking step their game up with MSV getting better and Juju starting to be a more of a ball mover and a possession receiver, I think the sky's the limit. But I think the sky is the limit with Sky. Again, in 3 to 4 years, we re-signed McCall in what? Because he was a second-year draft pick. So what is this, his 4th year? Yeah, 4th year. Because 18, 4th year. So we re-signed him. 2 to 3 years, Tony's up, and then Moore's up. And if they all progress, we're gonna have a great receiving core. And then we still have Fortson as a backup tight end that's gonna progress too. So I can see what we're doing, but I want to win fucking now. I want
you got Kadarius Toney for $784,000 this year.
Yeah, but what did we trade for him?
A 6th round pick, 7th round pick.
That wasn't all it was. No. And he fell out. I know he fell out of Oh, it was a 3rd round compensatory pick. Okay. I didn't know it was a compensatory pick. I thought it was a 3rd round pick and a 6th round pick. Okay. Okay, so let me shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck.
His salary is $784 this year, 1.9 next year, and the following year is 2.5.
Does it stop us from getting OBJ?
It shouldn't. It literally, he's got a $784,000 salary this year.
He was a 1st round pick. How does he have that low of a salary?
He got a $1.8 million signing bonus.
Yeah, he was a 21st overall pick.
So he's got a 5th-year option, which is until 2025.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, so if
you got a sub 4.4 guy for $784,000.
Motherfucker, we got 3 sub 4.4 guys.
Exactly.
For less than that.
Exactly.
So I mean, having another one is like, okay. That's like your beer cans full of fucking Raider things. If you get another one, like you got 17 of them bitches. No, you don't. You have like 5. But if you get like a 6th one, doesn't matter. Having another sub 4.4 when you have MSV, Mikalo, and Sky. Okay, if it doesn't stop us from getting OBJ, I'm not as mad. Because like I said, I see the idea. And I can see the growth and I can see where they want us to go with this. It's a long-term game. I get it. You're getting cheaper receivers that you turn in, and by the time they get to Tyreek's 2nd, the 3rd contract, you're getting rid of them. I understand what they're doing. I just want a playmaker this year. That's all I'm saying. This is a year. I think we need to take advantage of this year. We don't know what the fuck's happening this year, do we? As far as the NFL season, nobody knows what the fuck's going on. We know the Bills, the Chiefs are good. We know the Dolphins are better with Tua. But what the fuck is going on this year? Do you see what I'm saying? This is a year out of confusion. We need to go in and take this shit over. That's my pick on it. I could be tripping, but
you guys still have $2.9 million.
We're not gonna. If OBJ signs for $2.59 million, I'm good. But I'm telling you, if this fucked it up, I'm pissed. All right.
I mean, even with that, it was only 3.6.
No, then okay, we might be good. Let's OBJ come, please come OBJ.
Because I mean, OBJ, they're not going to offer OBJ multiple year contract. It's going
No,
to
they're
be a
just gonna
1
offer
year.
him a 1 year. Yeah. So OBJ, I need you. I need you. We need
So
you,
it's
buddy.
going to be like 1.5, 1.7.
OBJ, I need you like MJ in the fourth. Let's go. So I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Okay, let's move on to Brady is human. Do you want to go first? Because I know you hate his ass.
I don't give a fuck if he loses motherfucking everything.
I know you hate
Look, the
his
motherfucker's
ass.
losing on the field. The motherfucker's losing off the motherfucking field. Fuck his bitch ass.
He
I
is.
hope. I hope in the next 5 years that bitch got to file bankruptcy.
Oh, and his TB12 is
Because
not
we all
looking
know
good.
Giselle. We all know Giselle made the fucking money in that relationship, not Tom Brady.
How much money does he get from Giselle?
He ain't gonna get shit.
Do you think they signed a
He
premium?
ain't gonna get anything because he's already signed a contract with what was it, ESPN for 375 million.
Fox, I think it was Fox. Okay. So again,
So,
let's.
so he has a guaranteed salary. You can't predict what she can make in the future.
So do you think she gets some?
I think if they go that route, she'll get paid.
Do you think the divorce becomes ugly?
I don't think it becomes ugly. I think Giselle is bigger than that.
Could you imagine if it becomes like one of these divorces where everything comes out?
I would fucking laugh my motherfucking ass off.
Oh,
I
we
would I
fucking.
would be the most annoying motherfucker on Twitter.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, here we go again.
That was quick. That was a real quick thing. Okay, so I mean, could you imagine, like the Gawker trial with Hulk Hogan, where it came out and he was like, "My member is not that long, but Hulk Hogan's is." Like, could you imagine if we found out some shit like what he likes to do with peanut butter, or like just some weird ass shit, like just weird ass shit. Like if we found out like he would like Giselle to dress up and reenact like Spartan marriage rituals. If you guys don't know what Spartan marriage rituals were, go look that shit up, boy. But
you know what I would laugh my ass off about?
What?
Is if Giselle ends up with AB.
Oh, you know he dicked her down. You know he dicked her down.
Then it'll get fucking ugly.
All I'm gonna say is, if I ever in my motherfucking life see my wife jump in another man's arms with her legs spread and wrapped around him like this, me and him fight. I'm pulling her off. No. Immediately asserting my dominance. Now, if I get my ass whooped, that's okay. But he getting some motherfucking licks. Fucking Charles Oliveira, that motherfucker. Jermaine Sterling, that motherfucker. No. When I saw that picture, I was like, oh, he dicked her down. That's the only way you jump in a man's arm is if you think about that. You see that in very similar things. When guys come home from the military, when they come home from like war or overseas or something like that, how do their wives jump in their motherfucking arms? Just like that. And it's always the young ones.
Oh, so now you're gonna be like Brady?
What?
So I'm gonna have to hate you for that comment too.
What do you mean?
You're gonna compare NFL games to being on a deployment.
No, I'm not comparing NFL games. I'm not comparing that at all. I'm comparing how women react when they haven't seen a guy for a long amount of time. That's all I'm comparing. I think because AB had moved out, she had not seen AB for a minute, and we talking about a couple months, and that's why she jumped in his arms like that. Fuck no, I never compare anything to deployment. I don't. No, fuck no. Listen. I know my dad called me when I was in like third grade, and he was overseas in Egypt during during Desert Storm. He called me and said, "Eric, I need you to put the phone up to ESPN. I haven't heard ESPN in like months. Just put it up. I need to know where I'm at. I didn't know I'm still live." And I was like, so even as a kid, like I used to laugh at that. But do you know how fucking bad you've got to be feeling to hear the sound of ESPN just da-da-da, na-na-na? And this was back when they didn't have shows. They just played fucking commentary and sports all day. You know what I'm saying? It's like early 90s. So yeah, I know. I would never that. And also my dad coming back from Desert Storm completely changed him. So the shit he saw, the shit he experienced as a person. I would never compare that shit. No, fuck people. They stupid as shit. They some dumbass people. But Brady's human. Let's put it this way. He was winning, like Jeremy said. He had one of the hottest wives in the world. No matter what you thought about her, you could think she looks like a troll. You could think she was ugly. You could think whatever the fuck you want to think about her. But verifiably, she was one of the hottest women in the world at one point in time by a group of people, majority of people. So let's just, yeah. His wife made so much money that he could continue to take discounts in the NFL and get his team better. He got with one of the greatest coaches ever of all time, and they went on a run that will be immortalized forever. People will be studying, NFL coaches will be studying this shit the way that fucking military people study the Spartans. I'm not comparing them, so don't say I am. But just, they will be studying that playbook and how they worked and what they did. Very similar to the way that Tim Duncan did it with the Spurs. You had, with Greg Popovich, you had that coach-player mentality, that bind. Then he went to Tampa. This motherfucker traded in New England for retirement, which most old people do. Old white people like to go to Florida to retire. And this is what he did. And he won again. He invited AB's crazy ass into his house and still won. He ended up looking like the better person in AB's I don't have my skateboard up. In AB's in that situation. Because they were like, how you gonna turn on him? He did all this shit for you. So I mean, he won. And then he went home, sat at home for a couple months, and said, oh, fuck no, bitch. This bitch got me taking out the trash. She got me doing Pilates with her. She got me watching Young and the Motherfucking Restless. We sitting up here playing checkers. I'm part of her motherfucking book club because you know she do all this shit because that's what rich people do. When people get rich, they just do boring ass shit when they retire. So we out there gardening. And he's like, I got to get back to some competition. He's sitting up there arguing over how to plant seeds. Like, no, we plant them this way. She's like, no, babe, if you plant them this way. And she's being all nice. And And so he's like, nope, I can't do this shit no more. Time to go back to work. And she tells him, look, if you go back to work, we're going to have issues. And he goes like, hey, ball is life. And jets back, right? And she's fine. For a little bit, she's like, okay, we're going to separate. We're going to have our problems. And then he starts losing. And she's like, nah, bitch. Nah, you ain't leave me to go lose. You're supposed to win. So as of right now, Brady is going through what every man has gone. I've gone through this shit. Okay? I've gone through this shit. Do I think AB and her fuck? No, I don't know. I think he dicked her down. But I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe we go find out they divorced. They went swinging together. I don't fucking know. Maybe he got cuckolded. I don't know. But damn. But in the same scenario, Brady is doing what millions of guys have done in their life. I went through it. 30 years old, went through it, except I had to move in with my mom. He don't got to move in with his mom. He just go buy a different house. So I don't really get joy out of him losing. I just think it's funny because, like, I don't care that he's getting divorced and everything, but you can literally see it is taking a toll on him like it does on every other man.
I
Like
absolutely get joy out of this.
when he stands up at the podium and is talking, you're looking at a skeleton. You're like, dude, you haven't been sleeping. You go home and you're doing the same things that I'm. You know why he's having trouble in the game? Because he's not thinking about the game. He's thinking about Giselle
Because he's
getting
a
digged
bitch.
down. He's thinking about Giselle getting digged down by some other fucking dude. Because he knows she's hot. He knows this. You can be old and be a hot woman, and guys are gonna come dick you down. But if you are old and Tom Brady old and you just got money, you got to pay for that shit. And then you got to worry about getting caught by these chicks doing stupid shit, videotaping you. He saw what they did to Edelman, goofy ass looking dude. You know what I'm saying? So he knows he's in trouble. And as a guy, when you've been married and you've had that guy life and you have your kids and you're a father and all that stuff, and now you're getting divorced and you feel your ex-wife is still somewhat hot. Oh, it hurts because it's a totally different dating game. Giselle doesn't have to do shit. She just walks to a bar and guys are going to flock to her. Tom Brady's going to get a whole bunch of bitches too, but they're going to try to get him pregnant. He going to get some Brittany, what's that? Not Brittany Griner. What's that fucking chick that got PJ Walker? He going to get a lot of them. Watch, Tom Brady going to have like 6 kids in the next 7 years. Watch. Unless he got snipped. So Brady's losing on the field. Let's talk about. Well, we've already talked about him losing off the field. So what do you think about him losing on the field? What do you think is wrong with the Bucs?
Great. I think it's great, and I'm glad it piles on to the shit that's going on off the field for him.
What's up, buddy? And a brand new. He's about to rent the fleet at an enterprise with all the women throw himself. Yeah, but the issue with that is, like you said, you're 100% right. But he's got to be careful because women aren't like guys. So he's gonna have tons of. Think of it. The last time Brady went dating, they've been married for 13 years. So the last time Brady was dating, right now he's 40, 32? And how long were they together before he dated? So maybe let's just say he was 29 when they got together. I don't know how long they are. So we're going to go 10, 16 years. 2006. There was no fucking social media. Exactly. Nah, see, that's the difference. Rob Kraft knows what he's doing because he's an old rich guy. That's why he went to the masseuse parlor. Tom Brady is going to have women at his hotel room. Tom Brady ain't going to know what to do at all. And I'm telling you, what is that bitch's name that got fucking PJ Washington? PJ Washington got pregnant. PJ Washington's baby mama. Brittany, that fucking scandalous hoe. Yep, I said baby mama. Yep, baby mama. Brittany Renner. That hoe ass bitch. Brittany Renner. Yeah, if you don't know who Brittany Renner is, Google that bitch. She literally tells you to sleep with athletes because of the fact that they are fucking stupid. So, and she did that with PJ Washington. So yeah, he's gonna have tons of women, but these bitches are gonna be scandalous. They're gonna try to get some of that TB12 DNA. So he might, I'm telling you, Sean Kemp style, 6, 7 kids in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. They're gonna be popping out like nowhere. That motherfucker's gonna be playing $50 million in child support. So, but on the field, what do you think's wrong with the Bucs? Do you think it's just Brady?
I think it has a lot to do with Brady.
Now, do you think it's? I agree, Philip Rivers method. Do you think it's? Do you think it's? Do you think it's just the off the field, or do you think it's his age too?
I think it's got to be both. I mean, he's what, 45 years old? Like his body's getting old. He's taken a lot of hits over the years. So, I mean, that's why you don't see many 40-year-old players in the NFL. So I think Father Time is finally catching up.
Granted, his style of play did lend for him to play a lot longer than a lot of other quarterbacks.
Right.
Like he did not have the arm strength. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I agree with you. I think it's age, but I think if all of this shit was not going on in his life, outside of his life, I do not think he would be in the same thing. I agree. I don't not think his heart's in it. But I'm gonna go a step further, which is why age plays a big role to take care of stuff. I think it's probably mental lack of dedication due to distraction. I 100% agree with you. I think that the outside his family shit has literally taken his heart away. And being a divorced person and somebody that went through something not like him, but going through that divorce after being with somebody for 10, 11 years, it literally is hard. Like you may not, I didn't have any confidence in myself. Not saying Brady can do that, But also, Brady doesn't strike me as that guy that has that at this time in life, maybe when he was 20 or 30, but like the mentality issue. I don't give a fuck no more. What do I have left to prove? Like there's no hunger left for him. Like what if he loses this season? What does it matter? His legacy is set. And does anybody remember Brett Favre's last season or Joe Maimon's last season? No, his legacy is fucking set. Drew Brees, we're always going to remember his great seasons. His legacy is we'll remember Peyton's because they won a fucking Super Bowl. But we'll remember him getting benched for Brock Osweiler. But will multiple people remember that? No. So I mean, I think his heart isn't in it. His mentality, his dog is gone, and he just doesn't give a fuck. There's nothing for. What is he chasing? Like LeBron right now. What is LeBron chasing? Kareem. When LeBron gets past Kareem, what is he chasing now? If you're that age, there has to be something that keeps you going, especially when your home life is fucked. So, and that's I think it has a lot to do with it. I don't even think it's even just his age. I think, yes, he's slowing down, but I think that's because he doesn't have the determination. He's not taking care of his body the same. He's not, because when he gets home now, especially now if they're divorced and they're separated, you go from everybody walking in going, hey, daddy, hey, daddy, hey, daddy, to now being empty half the time. That is a depressing feeling. So I could see, I just think he does not have that fight in it no more. What does he have left to achieve? What is he chasing? He is the greatest quarterback of all time. Yep, something familiar that gave him so many good memories in this. So, yep, I agree with you. I could see that. But by doing that, again, he didn't really want to be there. And what is he chasing? If he was chasing the most wins ever, maybe the most touchdowns, but he holds every fucking record. Basically. So yeah, I think yes. And I think, I think Giselle was done. I think Giselle, him going back to football, I mean, you're basically choosing football over family at 45 years old. I mean, and then you had Andrew Luck retire at 29 because he wanted to choose family over football. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know what's really going on with him in that situation, but I think all of the distractions are fucking him. And I do think it's his age as well. We're going to get into the picks real quick. I have not wrote them down, but I did go through last week's picks. And Jeremy and I, which was extremely weird, actually went 9-5 each. And we picked 4 different games. And we just happened to split those 4 different fucking games. So I don't know how the hell that happened. But, I mean, so the games we picked different were the Colts and the Titans, which the Titans won. The Texans and the Raiders, which the Raiders won. He picked the Raiders, I picked the Titans. And then we picked the Seahawks Chargers, which the Seahawks won. And the Steelers Dolphins, which the Dolphins won. So, yeah, we both went 9-5 last week, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. 57, 48. Can't do math. So I have me at 61-44, and you at 57-48.
And 1.
And 1, yeah, and 1. And 1. I actually forgot about that 1 right there. Can we get another fucking tie? I need a couple more ties now. I'm not even playing. I need a couple more ties because now if we just end with that 1 the whole time, I'm going to be so fucking pissed because then it's almost pointless not to have that 1 there.
Yeah.
I need the Raiders and the Saints to tie. Wouldn't that be amazing?
No.
Okay, so on the season we're a 4-game different. 4 games. This has been a very good season so far with our picks.
Yeah.
Obviously wasn't money with that huge contract. Yeah, exactly. Wanting to pay. Exactly. Stunner of the week. The Inept Packers beat the Bills. Oh, I was thinking that too. And that's the funny part. I almost wanted to pick them. By the way, we both picked the Ravens yesterday. I'm happy that the Ravens ended up winning. We texted each other in the middle of the day. So I'm happy the Ravens ended up winning on Thursday. I mean, not yesterday. I'm getting my days confused because I had a fucking 10-hour trip from Mississippi.
I got my
To,
days confused because I had Friday off.
well, it was supposed to be 5.5 hours. And I had 3 hours of plane delays and had to switch my flights twice, connecting flight twice. Yeah, I got to the airport at 10:30 and got home at 9:30 their time. Yeah, I landed at 7:25 their time, our time. So I was basically almost there for 12 hours. All right, so Broncos, Jaguars. What do you think? Are we going to go Broncos? That's right. Fuck no, I'm going Jags.
Yeah, I'm going Jaguars.
Well, all right, so this is a tough one here. Dolphins, Lions.
Dolphins.
Yeah, same. It's not really that tough. Jared Goff sucks. Okay, here's a tough one now. Panthers versus the Falcons.
Falcons.
Did the Panthers just show up, or are the Bucs that bad? And is PJ Walker a better quarterback than both of them in that offense? You see what I'm saying? But see, it's a problem. I'm gonna go Panthers just to be different on this one. I don't have a strong opinion either way, so I'll go Panthers on that one because I have a feeling we're gonna pick a lot of the same ones. Okay, Cardinals, Vikings. Where are you going? I'm going Vikings.
I have the Vikings, but
I just don't trust the Cardinals. And beating the Saints doesn't really make me feel any better. Falcons ain't that tough. You're right, but the Falcons ain't that tough. Oh. No, I'm going Panthers. I like PJ. I'm going with PJ. I'm running with him. Okay, so who you got? You got the Vikings or the Cardinals?
I'm going to stick with the Vikings.
All right. Bears, Cowboys was the Cowboys, was the Bears, is that how you're supposed to use Justin Fields going forward? Is that how, if they continue to do it that way, maybe they win, but I'm going Cowboys too. Well, Raiders, Saints, you're going Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm going Saints because I'm hosting for them. And just so we have another different, because we've only picked one game different now. Oh, I put Steelers, Eagles, the Pennsylvania game.
I think the Steelers break the undefeated streak.
Holy shit. Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
Pickett to Pickens? I'm going Eagles. I do not see that happening any way, shape, or form. Patriots, Jets, Jets. Who you going?
Who do the Patriots have starting at quarterback?
I don't fucking know. I don't care.
I do because that's how I'm going to choose.
If they have Zappy, you're going Patriots. If they have Jones, you're going Jets. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can see who started. New York Jets flight connections 10:29. Patriots will be without a couple key players. It's Mac Jones will start Sunday.
Oh, Jets.
That is so bad that we're picking a 4th-round draft pick over a guy that led them to the playoffs. I'm going Jets too, just because this is the reason why. All the games are at 10 o'clock, so we don't play. So we'll be at Copper Cake tomorrow at 10. So we have the Saints, we have the Patriots, and the Bears. So
you'll be at Copper Cake. I will not be at Copper Cake.
Where will you be?
I'm not going to be at Copper Cake.
Oh, so where are you going to be at?
Anywhere other than Copper Cake.
Okay, so we'll be someplace else then. We'll be someplace else then. What's up, Sam? What's Copper Cake? Copper Cake is a bar that we normally go to. We've been going to for like the last year. The problem is it has completely gone downhill in the last couple this season. And it's someplace that we decided we weren't going to go to this year and find a different place. But it's just that some of the people, it's near my wife's work. So all the girls know them and feel comfortable. But it's really a shitty ass bar and a shitty place to watch the game.
Shitty ass service. And
yeah. And let's put it this way.
Who has like 10 TVs and 5 of them have the same fucking game on?
Yeah. So last week they had the Chiefs and the Chargers game on every TV at the bar, even though it's supposed to be a Raiders bar. Um, hate to have a good restaurant go to hell after being so good. Yeah, it was, and I don't know what it was, but I guess it's just the people that came in. I have no fucking clue. But yeah, so we got to find a different place. What is she? Let's put it this way. They ordered mozzarella sticks. One of the girls ordered mozzarella sticks last week, Sam. There was 8 of them. 4 came with no cheese in them. Just the shell. So yeah, that's kind of
What happens when you overcook your food?
yeah, it takes the cake. Okay, so then we got the Titans and the Texans. I'm going Titans because I'm sticking with them. I'm riding with them, even though I like Davis Mills, but he's not on my fantasy team no more. Well, he is, but he's not in my. I'm not starting him.
Yeah, I'm
Starting,
going with the Titans.
Well, I already wrote you down as for the Titans, so I knew there was no way you were taking it. Just like I'm gonna write you down for the Giants against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, how many games have we picked different first?
One.
Nope. 1,
Two.
2, 3. We picked 3. Steelers, Eagles, Raiders, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. Okay, so I'm gonna go Seahawks because I love the way the Seahawks play, and I think they're gonna be. I trust me, I have no clue how they did that. Like in the first one, she literally bit into it and goes. There's no one of the guys. He's a friend that comes up to us. He's a cook, and he works at the other one. And he literally took the things and started walking around. Jeremy says what happens is they overcooked them. And it was so funny because the ones that had cheese in them had cheese busting out of them. But they overcooked them and the cheese dripped out into the frying pan. Seahawks look good. I think they could potentially win. Yeah, I like the Seahawks versus Giants. I really do like that game. So then we have the Commanders versus the Colts. The game of fucking bullshit. 2 backup quarterbacks. You said Colts? You said Colts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go with the Colts too because I think sitting Matt Ryan, they just have a better team to me than the Commanders. You did. Okay. Yes, I did laugh. I thought you were fucking stupid. If you did say that, I 100% will co-sign on that because fucking Jeremy said Pete Carroll should get fired. If I don't remember,
think he should get fired.
If I don't remember, Jeremy was literally saying Pete Carroll should get fired. So Pete Carroll's the most underrated. So yeah, I'm not. Look, I'll give you your flowers. You know, clap it up. Yeah, because I'll own it. I did not think this shit was gonna happen. I did not think this shit was going to happen at all. Pete Carroll is doing his best coaching job that I've ever seen ever. Probably since they were back-to-back in the Super Bowl or that 3 or 4 year run when he had the Legion of Boom just killing
it. If they make it to a playoff game, they're going to fucking throw a pass from the 1 yard line instead of running it.
It doesn't matter, though. But even if they don't,
I don't give a fuck.
Well, we've seen Russell Wilson.
That one motherfucking decision showed me how much of a fucking idiot he is.
Even if they get to the playoffs and they do that, they still overexceeded. Nobody had them in the playoffs.
I still think he should get fired.
Jeremy with facts. Nobody in the playoffs. Okay, so then we have the 49ers and the Rams.
49ers.
Do you think this has to do with the CMC?
No, I just think the Rams suck this season.
I agree. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the 49ers too. I have a hard time picking.
Stafford has reverted back to his
Lions days.
You're
100% right. Which is why last year I said they were not going to be good because I did not trust him. He could be injured. Maybe it's more of his shoulder than what they're saying, that all that bullshit, but that was his problem in the Lions. He was always fucking playing through injuries. Packers, Bills. So the man in the chat said Packers.
Bills.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't think I'm gonna go with the Packers, and there's a couple reasons why. I thought kind of this too, that after this Aaron Rodgers talking shit and all this other shit. Yeah, Stafford's done. After Aaron Rodgers talking all this shit, but you saw the way the players back Aaron Rodgers. Like other players were coming out, no, this is the way it should be. So I don't think there's a problem in their locker room. I think that they're gonna play up. And again, I need the Bills to lose. So yeah, we're going Packers. Aaron Rodgers coming to Buffalo, upsetting the Bills, shocking the Bills. I'm with my man down here. I always forget. I don't know how to fucking say his name, but this man right here, he predicted it. Yeah, I'm with him on that one. And then I don't know if I'm gonna watch the game, but I'm with him. And then the last game we got is Bengals Browns.
Bengals.
All day, every day. All day, every day. I'm not sure the Browns will do anything, especially with Njoku being out. Because he's out for what is it? 3 to 4 weeks. I only know.
So.
Yeah, I only know because I have him on my fantasy team. Last Saturday. So yeah, those are our picks. As of right now, I'm 61-44. He's 57, 48-1. So I mean, if you look at us and watch us, we do pretty good for just randomly off the top picking shit. We're not going deep into dives. We just watch games. As you can see, we don't remember shit, a lot of them, and we don't do bad. So yeah, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Marijuana affects the memory. So we got to figure out where the fuck we gonna be at tomorrow. Oh, talk about the debate. So last weekend we were telling you guys about that show that we were filming. We did film it. We finished it. I got in trouble for it, but everything worked out fine. My wife was having a conniption fit for no fucking reason. You know what the funny part was? Funniest part about it was when I got home, I asked my daughter, I said, "What time did I tell you I'd be picking up the girls?" She goes, "You told me you'd be picking up the girls at 5." I'm like, "What time did I go pick up the girls?" She's like, 5. I looked at my wife. I was like, "What did I tell you?" Like I had this shit under control. Shut the fuck up. So, we filmed the show. It was a blast. Had a lot of fun. Talked a lot of shit. Jeremy was the moderator and literally kept us on. It's really good. So once we figure out, once they get it edited and everything, we'll let you know where to find it. We are going to put it up on our channel. And if we can put it up on Twitch, we'll probably put it up on Twitch too. I don't give a fuck about. Yeah. So we will put it up on our channel. Again, there will be trigger warnings. We do talk. We had a great setup. So if you follow us on Twitter, you should see. We have it on YouTube too. I have the setup for YouTube too. Let me just pull it up because I have it. We'll show it real quick. Nope, I don't have YouTube up. Hold on. I put YouTube up because I put it up on YouTube. Put it up as a short. And I'll just show it real quick just to show an idea of what happened. No, no, bitch. I don't want you to do that. Video. Oh, here we go. We only got 2 shorts. Okay, so let's play. Let's share the screen. Let me go back to share. Got too many shits up. Oh, it changed from share to present, which is weird.
Oh yeah.
So, can I get the full screen? Why want to fucking go full screen? No, bitch. So I'm not really saying nothing, but it's literally just us setting up with the cameras. So yeah,
We got a new show.
and all I'm saying is we got a new show coming. So that's all it is. But we set up with the cameras. It was a blast. We had so much fun having the 4 or 5 cameras. If you guys don't know, that is. Did you pick? Yeah, we picked. So we picked Thursday's game between us on Twitter, and I try to recruit them out on Twitter. So we won't pick Thursday's game till Thursday morning. So yeah, we picked Thursday's game Thursday morning, and we picked the Ravens over the Bucks on Thursday. Yeah, so when we did that show, we had so much fun. If you guys have followed us or watched us for a while, that's how we originally started. We used to go to Jeremy's house, and he'd have 3 or 4 cameras up, and we would just look into the camera and record videos. And we would do that every week, and we put the videos up, and then neither one of us like editing, so we said, let's fucking stop doing that and just live stream and have fun. So yeah, we had a blast. It was a lot of fun having the camera set up. So, but when we do know, make sure you follow us on Twitter because that's where we shout out most of our stuff and what's going on. But when we do get it up here, we will put it up here, and I'll see if I can put it up on Twitch to put it up there too. Twitter's right here at LV Benchwarmers, and then our social media, Vegas Benchwarmers, every place else. So, Jeremy, you got anything else to say? Wish I was around when I met you on 2022. Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah. We started. So when we started that, we did it for 2020 up until 2021. So yeah, when we met in 2020 doing the game, the Madden League. But yeah, we were doing it at that time. It's just we transferred over, I think, right around January to online. Yeah, January of 2021, we transferred over to online. So yeah, it worked out way better when we were doing it on Tuesdays. And now it's just a lot easier because I'm not getting up and driving to his house at 7:00 in the fucking morning. So we used to do it Tuesday afternoon and then put the videos out through the week. So make sure you guys in 2000. Well, I didn't even see this one. In 2018, we cleaned out the whole linebackers in one offseason, and people said Seattle would be a top 5 pick. Went to the playoffs. Pete coaches underdogs like nobody else. LOL, McDaniel's getting fired before Pete. Probably.
Was that supposed to insult me or something?
Probably.
Hey.
Toof is fine. Okay. Does that say Toof? What does that say, Jeremy? Toof?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Pete Carroll. I've said this in around people. This is probably one of Pete Carroll's best. He is way underrated, and he should win Coach of the Year with just what he's doing. I did not think
there is no motherfucking way Pete Carroll should win motherfucking Coach of the goddamn year.
Well,
how in the fuck? You've got a fucking Eagles team that's motherfucking undefeated.
Well, as of right now.
And still has some of the top fucking cap space left.
As of right now. I mean, remember when the Steelers were 11-0.
It's still who's the Eagles head coach?
Remember when this fucking what's his face? Serrano, Nicholas Serrano, or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm right. I just don't know how to pronounce it. But no. Okay, so no, don't get me wrong. Okay, so he should be in the conversation for Coach of the Year because you're 100% right. As soon as you said that, I didn't even think of Eagles. I thought of Brian Daboll with the Giants, of course, the Eagles. You have to put Mike McCarthy up there because they basically went undefeated with Cooper Rush. And you would have to put Nate McDaniels up there. So as of right now, you really got five. But Pete Carroll's up there. He's fucking up there. He's got Geno Smith as his quarterback. Like, at least Jalen Hurts went to the playoffs last year. The Dolphins were what? 9-7, 9-8. They were 10-6 the year before. Yeah, the Giants fucking sucked, but that's also Saquon Barkley's healthy. So I'm just saying, this fucking Seahawks were dead in the water. Now, is it a great thing that the NFC West is down? Yes. Is that helping them? Yes. So, I mean, and again, I said you have to put Mike McCarthy in there because nobody's talking shit about how bad of a coach Mike McCarthy is right now. So, yes, he should not win it, but he's definitely up there. And if I'm deciding between the factors, yes, Jalen Hurts is undefeated, but they had a playoff team and they got the what's it called? AJ Brown. The Giants, I would take him over. I would take Brian Daboll over Nicholas Serrano, whatever the fuck his name is in the Eagles. I would definitely take him over there. I would definitely take Mike McCarthy over him because, again, he didn't have Cooper Rush. And I would take both of them over Mike McDaniels in Miami, too, due to the fact that was a good fucking team that he inherited. They just didn't make the fucking playoffs. So right now, I would say if I'm looking at it and I'm voting on Coach of the Year, it's between Seattle, Pete Carroll, Brian Daboll, and fucking Mike McCarthy. And you can say what the fuck you want to say, but you trade away. Yes, Russ is a fraud. And because he's fucking looking like shit, people are going to be like, oh, but you trade away a Hall of Fame fucking quarterback and have Geno Smith and Drew Lock. And right now are basically probably going to win that division. And they're putting up points. They're not winning defensive. They're putting up fucking points. They're in every game. No, you've got to stop that. You've got to stop that. The only reason why McCartney would not be Coach of the Year material is because we look at him as a piece of shit coach because of what happened last year. But he coached. So yes, their defense is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But Cooper Rush was undefeated. That is coaching. The game plan that was instituted for Cooper Rush is coaching. So we can't say, oh, his defense is great and they've stepped their way up and not give any coach any credit for that. We can't say that Cooper Rush's game planning was can't give him credit for that. Last year, we talked about how fucking horrible they were. 13 seconds, 15 seconds, what they can't do. There has not been one negative thing said about fucking Mike McCarthy in any media this year. If you can literally forget a narrative about how fucking horrible you are in 8 games, that's fucking great coaching. Without your starting quarterback? No. Can't. If we give everybody else credit, you have to give him credit. You completely have to give him credit. Your thoughts on Mike McCarthy since he said that?
Give a fuck. It's the Cowboys. Like, are you what? Like, who gives a fuck?
Make sure you guys.
Like, I mean,
totally different. Totally.
It's not. It's the same narrative.
No.
It's the same fucking narrative.
No. You had a team that did not make the playoffs last year. You had a team that literally was dead in the rights, and everybody was talking, maybe they made the playoffs and they had a horrible bumble. Talking about how bad they were. We were with that division 2 years ago, we were talking about the worst division ever. This team literally has lost one fucking game. One! With a backup quarterback. They lost 0. Andy Reid did not go undefeated when they had a backup quarterback. I'm sorry. He did not go undefeated when they had Chad Henne in it. There you go. So, nope, it's not the same fucking thing. He did not go undefeated. Not the same thing. When Patrick Mahomes went out for those 4 games with that knee injury, did not go fucking undefeated. No. Against the Browns in the playoffs, yeah, he did one play. I'm not saying that you can't win with that, but he literally won with nobody. With Cooper Rush. That's all I'm saying. He changed the whole game plan to fit a quarterback that worked very well. And again, it's not just that he won. The game plan is completely fucking different. Zeke and Pollard got way more touches, way more runs. The ability to adapt. Now, granted, could you say that Cooper Rush's fits his game plan better? Yes, I don't give a fuck, but you got to give him credit. You have to give him credit. They have a backup QB? The Eagles have a backup QB? When did the Eagles play a backup QB? We're not talking about. Okay, stop it. See that? Okay, stop it. Okay. Okay. That's where I thought you were fucking going. I'm done with that. I can't even touch on that motherfucking shit. That's where I thought you were going with that. Okay, look, realistically, I get what you're saying. But in a scenario where if we're talking putting coaches in week 8, he has to be in there. Is he going to win? No, but right now in week 8, he's in there, in my opinion. Do I think he will win? No, just like I don't think the Eagles are going to be fucking undefeated the whole season. I think they're going to have a lot of bad losses, and once they become from undefeated, people are going to take that out. I think realistically, Brian Dable and right now Pete Carroll are the 2 best options, with Mike McCarthy coming 3rd, depending on what he does. If they use this very similar game plan and Dak Prescott starts taking off and they have and their defense keeps playing, he's going to get looks for it, especially with how bad he was last year. And yes, Andy Reid should never win Coach of the Year. He shouldn't have won Coach of the Year that year because, again, they didn't go fucking undefeated. All right. But I agree. I disagree with Hurts being. Yes, Robert Saleh. I'm sorry. He needs consideration too. So he definitely needs consideration. I completely overlooked him. He needs a lot of consideration because he has Zach Wilson as is. He made Joe Flacco look good, not him, but also the draft picks. Bryce Hall, the running back. No, he needs a lot of consideration. I keep forgetting about him. Jeremy, you got anything else to say on any of these topics? No. All right. So make sure you're following us on all social media platforms, all that good stuff. We will make sure you download Ravon Sports. We'll have it on Twitter. That way you can go back and forth with me and Jeremy talking shit to each other tomorrow in the chat. It is a lot of fun. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Jeremy, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.